one of us had a journey backstage and almost did not get her fan in time. I wonder if you can guess who.
My pronouns are he, him. It says so below.
My pronouns are he, they. It says so below.
My pronouns are mind your business. I lost my fan for a second. I didn't remember where I put it. I'm old. Sue me. It sometimes happens that way. I don't remember where I set things down because usually it's right here. And I was like,
well, why isn't it in the #1 best fan holder, a cup mug?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's being holded with my strawberry sun-kissed holder. But now it's empty, so I could have moved it and replaced it with my new strawberry sun-kissed. Anyway. Look at us going all out of order and doing things the way we want to. But go ahead.
Anyway, bonjour, because we speak French on this one and not Dutch. Bonjour et bienvenue à The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I am just drinking water because I'm very dehydrated today. It's one of those days.
Nice. I'm David Healy, and I have a blanket on me. Got to get this out of the way because I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I decided to wear my Ashley Madison shirt. We love Ashley Madison here.
We do.
Yes, she's a friend of the pod. But I am drinking some water. Same water I had yesterday. I have not opened it. We'll see if I open it today.
I don't know how y'all stay so as hydrated as you do. Drinking the same water over multiple days.
I mean, I too have the water that I had yesterday. A little less because I did drink it a little strong. I did, but it's still the same one from yesterday. And maybe I'll finish it here, but I have strawberry sun-kissed here, so who knows what I'll drink. Probably the strawberry sun-kissed. But hey, y'all, what's going on? I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know, unless we some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. Yep, y'all already know what I'm drinking. We done talked about it several times, and y'all saw the cup mug, but you can get that at lanagcreations.etsy.com. A panel full of cup mugs.
We were in sync with getting ours on screen too, David.
We really ate one down on that.
We ate one down there. Hold on, that deserves a party.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go back.
Please do.
You can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically in the U.S. So there are no excuses. Belgium, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at all of you. You all get to know this face because I'll be around all season and talking about this cup mug.
And we will be here all season talking about season 2 of Drag Race Belgique.
I don't know. We might just be talking about the cup mug.
We might just spend a whole episode talking about cup mug.
Sometimes we do what we do. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. But it is season 2. Drag Race Belgique is back after a pretty dang good first season.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad first season by any means of the imagination.
Yep. One of my favorite winners from 2023 came from Belgique.
We do love Quen.
We do.
One of my favorite lip syncs of the year came from Drag Race Belgique.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited. We've got 9 queens this season. We're going down.
One down.
One down. Next season, 8. Who knows? Is this our third cast assessment in 4 days? Yes. Are we exhausted? Yes. Should you subscribe? Yes.
Absolutely.
No, we're genuinely very thrilled. I had a feeling this was coming. I warned everybody. That sounds so bad. I let everybody know that this was probably coming today. And lo and behold, it did. But I do have to say, and we'll talk about it, this is one of my favorite promos I've seen in a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy this promo. And we will talk about it. But yes, before we do, make sure to subscribe. Because we're going to be here all year, giving you almost all things drag, covering every Drag Race season in some capacity. Can't promise you full reviews, but in some capacity, we'll be covering all the seasons. So make sure to subscribe. We've got 2 other channels for Almost All Things Reality TV and Almost All Things Eurovision Song Contest, and we are talking Eurovision over there. Belgium, Musti, he's a judge. He's going to Eurovision this year.
And I love Musti.
We'll talk about Musti a little bit here, but I'm very, very excited to talk more about Musti. But yes, subscribe. We do a lot of things, so join us as we do all of the things. But without further ado, this promo.
Ooh.
This promo, 4+4, because they ate.
Ate one down, baby.
They ate one down for sure.
They ate one down for sure.
I have been waiting for years for a Drag Race franchise to do like a springtime sort of promo. And Belgique was the one to do it on this season.
And it matches our background so well.
So well.
What a coincidence.
It's almost as if David looked up a lily pad background before we went live. What?
I just think it's beautiful.
Yes.
Belgium. I don't know if you noticed this, but look at us. Look at us.
We're not in order, but we are all representing the 3 colors of the Belgian flag. There we go. But it's also not a vertical flag. It's a horizontal flag.
Oh, great.
It doesn't really matter.
Wait, no, put us back where we were.
Oh, no.
Lord Jesus. There we
go. Yes. For you, Belgium. We did it.
Belgium.
We did it. Woo, Belgium.
I was like, we have one. We just never use this one because it's awkward and it looks weird.
It's weird.
And it reminds us all of past times that we don't like. So we're going to go back to this one.
Yes.
But yes, this Gore Gina promo that we have going on today. And I did, in addition to, we'll talk about the judges here in a second. I have the judges individually as well. But we have a premiere date.
Yes.
And Drag Race Belgique is airing before either of the other casts that we just talked about because it's premiering on February 1st.
Look, we love a short time between cast assessment and the actual show starting.
Belgique
honestly, yeah, we do.
Belgique said, look here, we might be the last one to say it, but we're going to be the first one to show it.
We're only going to give you 2 weeks to prepare for our season.
Get your life together, 2 weeks. And I'm like, all right, then.
That's it. I said, okay, that's
right.
fine. And by the second week of February, we will have 4 episodes of Drag Race a week again. It's fine. I'm going to be enjoying the next couple of weeks where all we have is season 16 of US. We got 2 weeks of that. And I'll take it.
And we'll have Drag Den too.
Yep,
we will have Drag Den.
We will have Drag Den too.
Yeah. And this week wasn't even because Drag Den premieres this week and we had Dragula. Oh, Lord. Drag.
Drag.
Drag Dracula.
Drag Dracula.
Oh. I don't have it up. Anyway.
Drag.
We have our judges. And there has been a judging panel change.
I was about to say, I do not recognize her.
You should, because she was on the first season. So, Rita Baga is still our gorgeous host. I think this is the single best thing Rita Baga has ever worn.
Probably. And I love that wig.
I
gorgeous.
love this wig.
I'm a fan of that.
I hope Rita had something to do with it, because Rita has great concepts. Rita is a very conceptual queen. She gives high concept. The execution may not always be there, especially if she's making it herself. But the concept is always there, and I love her for it. But yes, Rita is still our fabulous host. We have Musti as our fabulous white man on the judging panel, as we tend to have, who was announced. He was actually the first artist announced this year for Eurovision in Malmo. So he will be representing Belgium 2 years in a row of queer men representing Belgium at Eurovision, and I am very happy for that personally. But Luffy is gone. I don't know what happened to her, but she's gone. She's been replaced by icon, legend, and diva Leo, who we may remember from a song that has been a lip sync song on Drag Race several times, Le Banana Split. Do you remember that, David?
I don't. I mean, I remember banana splits from growing up and eating them, but
it was the I think it was a lip sync last season. She was on last season as a guest judge.
I probably would know it if I heard it.
It was the lip sync between I believe it was Le Grand Dame and Lolita Banana on France.
Yeah, and you know what? When you were saying that, I'm like, that sounds familiar, but not for Belgium.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was a lip sync on Belgium, was it?
Okay. Yeah, I think I know what song you're talking about now.
I believe Leo
that was a good one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was on last season because it was on the episode that she judged. It was when Mademoiselle Boop went home when Athena sent her home.
Okay.
So, yeah. But she is now a permanent judge.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Hope she's good.
Me too.
I remember her as being, pretty good. I remember her as being a pretty good judge. And she's she's a music legend in Belgium. So we'll see what her judging brings. But I love this garment. This garment on her is gorgeous. They all look good. Yeah. I want Musti's pants. Pants are very cute. And he is as well. But the pants are cute. So we are going to talk about our cast in technically alphabetical order, but more so the order that they were shown in the Meet the Queens, which means first up we have Alvilda, 30, from Brussels. Ooh.
Yes, Alvilda Earth Move. That's my last name for her. Yes. I liked her. I liked her in her interview. She talked about how she's inspired by Sasha Velour, which is a good sign because we all know Sasha is an amazing creative queen. So I hope she has the creativity that she has. But what doesn't make me nervous is that she's scared of sewing, of a sewing challenge. So I'm like, okay, well, hopefully you will find a way to make it through that type of challenge. I think she's gorgeous. She has one of the best mugs of anybody in this cast. I do think she's a little more reserved than most of the cast, though. And she said that herself. She's like, yeah, I may be quiet, but that doesn't mean that I'm not good. So we'll see. I really hope she can back it up because I like this look. I like her.
Yeah. I am the Instagram person for the episode, and I've gone through the few pictures that she has on here. And creativity you don't have to worry about.
Okay, good.
She is definitely a creative queen. She can do some makeup. Her mug shows this, and it's evident that she knows what she's doing. Makes me excited. I wish she posted a little bit more, but it makes me excited.
Work. I really enjoy this promo look. I love that it's the color palette she went for. I think really works. I love all of the photoshopping they did with all of the flowers in these promos, like having the big flower in the colors that all of their garments are in, like surrounding it. I think it's such a beautiful touch. that just makes this promo even better for me. I love everything that's happening with like this headpiece, the ruffled sleeves, and then the ruffled, like, they're not chaps, they're not pants, but they're chaps attached to like this mini skirt. Like everything that's happening and like the cutouts with this garment, I really enjoy. The colors look great on her. I agree with you. I think she has one of the best faces on the cast. So I'm very excited to see what she does with makeup, whether this is like her signature, whether we get a little bit of a different makeup from her. I'm excited.
Yeah. And she kind of reminds me, like, aesthetically of the queens that did really well last season. Like, she fits in that mold with like Athena and Peach, and yeah, even Gwen. So we'll see how she does.
I love Peach.
Me too.
Her talent will go down in history. I love her. Yeah. Scores for Alvilda.
I will give her a solid 82.
I will give this look an 85.
I am going to give it an 81. Yeah. That's what I'm going to give. Next up, Chloe Clarke. She's 29 from Ghent. Which, if I remember right, is in the Dutch side.
Okay.
My Belgian geography is not the best, so apologies for that.
Well, you're going to have to fix that if we're going to talk about Belgium. I'm kidding.
I know.
So this was an interesting one. So we just got to meet the queens today, and we don't have English subtitles, so we had to auto translate to understand what they were saying. And I'll be honest, Chloe, the the translation for what she was saying was not really making any sense to me. Like I could only catch like a little bit of what she was saying, just because I don't know. However, maybe it's because she's from the Dutch side, but it was not quite translating in a way that I could understand. But what I did get from her mainly is that she's a glamour queen. And I absolutely see that with this look. This is by far one of my favorite looks. Yeah, this is such an interesting silhouette. And she just looks stunning. Like, if this is the level of fashion we can expect from her, she's going to be one of the top tier fashion queens this season. So I'm super impressed with this.
So looking at her Instagram, definitely giving us face. Like her mug is gonna be mugging. I'm trying to see if she's like the glamour, like you said, the fashion girl. But oh yeah, she's gonna be that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be that.
She just suddenly knew.
Yeah, it was. You know how you start, and I'm scrolling down. I'm like, okay. Oh nope. Yep.
Oh, there's
it hit the section. It hit the section of the Instagram. It was like, oh, there we go. There it is. Yeah, she's going to be that. She's going to be very much a fashionista kind of haute couture-ish type of, but very glamour, but she knows how to do makeup too. Like we can get all different kinds of makeups from her. She knows how to do it. So it's gonna be, I think she's gonna be an interesting person to see. We're gonna see if her fashion sense translates over to Drag Race. But she's definitely going to give us face. Absolutely go give us face. Excited. And this look is gorgeous.
I was going to say, I'm just going to go ahead and say this is my favorite promo of this bunch. But like, there's a lot of good ones. For me, it's the color combination, which is obviously a color combination I love. I love what's happening with the hair. The garment itself is so simple, but you have these like big ruffled pieces on the side that really add this like big amount of drama while still giving her shape. And still like her body still looks like we still get that lovely shape from her. I'm very excited for her. She was saying, from what I understood from the Meet the Queens, her drag is very like glamour, she's very like glamour, and I could tell there was a little bit of funny there. And so I think she's going to be one of those more well-rounded people. So I'm very excited to see what Chloe has to bring.
Yep. I agree. And also, I think she keeps her shape here because you can actually see the silhouette of her body. It's not just the ruffles covering up the shape. Right. They're just extending out. So you can still see her actual shape. So that's why this really works for me when it might not have worked for other people in the past. But as far as scores go, I'm going to have to give this a 95. I think it's one of my favorite promos I've seen in a while.
Yeah. I'm going to have to say it. She ate one down on this one. She ate one down on this one. I'm going to have to give her a full cup on this one.
It's full. It's full for sure.
Y'all know that purple. It's doing things for me, and it's I love that her hair matches the dress perfectly. It's like that pink and purple matches this outfit. Oh, it's just doing it for me.
Even the chest part, I really like the fabric.
Right.
Here, going all the way up.
The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm really liking it, and I'm like, get it off the screen because I keep finding new things to like. It's like, I love her earrings. I love the necklace, the glove. Everything matches so perfectly. It's so good. It's so good. Chloe, you ate.
Next up, Gabanna. 27, also from Brussels.
Yeah, I think she said that she's a Spanish queen. So I don't know if she's from Spain or just...
I believe she said she's from Spain originally.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
But what I noticed about her is that she listed off all of the things she can do. And she's like, oh, I can act, I can sing, I can go. She just had like so many different things she can do. So if she's telling the truth, she's very talented. And I sure hope that she can back that up on the show because I would love to see somebody really well-rounded. It seems like a lot of Drag Race franchises lately, I just have been lacking really well-rounded queens other than like Melissa and Italia. So maybe she's the one. But I really love this silhouette. It's so classic. And we can't even see the whole bottom part in this, but watching them meet the queens, I really love the bottom part. Like it just looks so floral. It did not look like a loofah, like it could have very easily. It was just a beautiful shape on her. The colors are perfect too.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I love that you said it didn't look like a loofah. And then I went through her Instagram and she got a whole outfit made of loofahs.
Oh.
She got a whole outfit.
She's like, that's coming later.
right, a whole outfit.
This is a teaser for the loofah I have later.
Like a whole freaking gown of loofahs. It's cute. It's actually cute. Okay. Like I wouldn't be surprised if somebody picked it as one of the looks for the Instagram because it's cute. But she's gonna be something. If she is as talented as she says she is and can do all those things and give the looks that she's giving on her Instagram, we might want to watch out for the Spanish singing queen from Brussels. Because,
all right,
yeah, Miss Ma'am,
okay,
you ate. I love this look on her. I love the way this dress is fitting her. It's like it was clearly made for her. Right. Nobody else is wearing that dress if you are not the exact shape of her. You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna look right. It's so good. I love the blue streaks in her hair to match the dress, that match those purple ruffles at the bottom with the... They killing me. This is a good look too.
I'm noticing a lot of them are like matching their hair with their garments, which is kind of cool.
Kind of cute.
I love this. And the interesting thing too is we just saw something very similar, or I literally just watched something on a drag program last night that is a sort of similar concept of this just like basic gown with a big like circular poofy thing at the bottom. And that was not done correct. And this was done very correct. Like David knows what I'm talking about. The other one's bad. I love the way it just looks like she has an entire floral arrangement at the base of her gown. Like it's so big and dumb and camp, and I'm so obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with her. I love her personality. I hope she does very well on this season. Because I like her a lot. I like it. You better go, Gabanna.
Go, Gabanna.
She's trying to find her Dolce.
Yeah.
Dolce.
She did say that in her Meet the Queens.
Yes, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually could understand things they were saying. Because I understand a little bit of French. Scores for Gabanna.
She's going to get an 89 for me.
She's going to get a 97 for me.
Full.
Work.
Again.
Work.
Full.
Period. You know what? Yeah, she do. Give her a full for me.
Thank you.
Change my mind. I'm looking at this purple bottom. She's standing in a field of flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Next up, Loulou Velvet.
Loulou Velvet.
She's 32 from Brussels, and she is related to a prior Drag Race contestant.
Ooh,
and
but
she is the daughter of Mademoiselle Boop.
Oh, okay.
From season 1 of Belgique.
Interesting. Yeah. So I think she talked about being Moroccan and Egyptian.
Yes.
Yes. She describes herself as a burlesque queen. So when I think of burlesque queens, I think of Piche from Drag Race France. So I'm wondering if she has the skills of Piche, if not more. She also says she makes her costumes. She makes all of her costumes. So hopefully she'll be good at a design challenge. I think she's an interesting one. I will be honest, this is probably my least favorite of the promo looks so far. It just feels a little busy, and I'm not quite getting a clear shape from her in this. I still don't hate it. I like the colors, and I like her. So I'm hoping that we see some better looks from her, especially since she makes all of her costumes. So
she's definitely a burlesque girl. A lot of her Instagram is her doing the burlesque thing. If she is making all of these costumes, good on you, gal, because there's a lot of stuff happening and going on with these looks. I don't know. I mean, her mug is fine. Her mug is. She's not gonna be that makeup girl that we've been seeing in this, but she's going to still give us something good and something interesting. So I can't wait to see her. You know what she can do. As far as this look goes, not my favorite. Seems too busy at the bottom. It looks like she's standing in front of a cutout of the dress instead of actually being in the dress. You know what I mean? It looks like she could just walk away and the whole dress would still be standing there. But it's not horrible. It's just not the best that we've seen.
I mean, her mother isn't a makeup girl either, so that kind of tracks, Lana. I actually like the garment. I understand what both of you are saying with it being too busy, but for me, in a way, it kind of all works because of the different tones and the different fabrics that she's using. So I don't think I like it definitely more than both of you. It's not even close to my favorite, but I think there's something interesting there. I like the shapes that are being made with this garment, and even in that, she still keeps her shape, and so I like that about it. I would have maybe taken out the hot pink. Had it just been this like pastel pink and the lavender and like kind of an ombre to that, I think it maybe would have been a bit more of a successful garment overall. But I don't mind it. I think it's pretty good. So I think she's interesting. I'm very interested to see how she's going to tackle Drag Race. just because she has that kind of burlesque perspective. I'm very intrigued. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to give this a 71.
I'm going to give it a 70.
I'm going to give it an 80. Because I do still like it.
What?
Next up, Morphae. Morphae. Not to be confused with morphine.
No.
Morphae.
Morphae.
24 from Brussels.
You know, we can all use some more Fae in our life.
Exactly, David. Thank you.
I will say, she's an interesting one because she likes to be different creatures from different universes, which is very cool and very much what I'm into with drag. So that was speaking to me in the Meet the Queens. She says she's very inspired by Alexander McQueen, one of the absolute greats of this time. But I might have misunderstood her, but I thought she said she was going to be a doctor. So if she is, that's pretty awesome that she's still doing drag.
I didn't catch that.
Okay.
But
I could have sworn she said, I'm soon to be a doctor.
That would be fabulous.
Yeah. But yes, on paper, this should be my favorite queen. It should be, because this is what I like in drag. And I do like this. It just doesn't feel fully realized for me. Like, I feel like we've seen other types of drag artists that just feel more complete with their characterization. Like, it's so much in her face here, but really the garment doesn't feel like it's in the same universe, but I still like it for what it is. I think she's interesting. She's going to stand out in a crowd of very like conventionally pretty drag queens, especially if she's doing makeup like this. So I'm intrigued, and I'm hoping it's all up from here.
She's an interesting character. She doesn't have a lot on her Instagram. I feel like she stripped it down a lot, or maybe she just don't post like that. But what she does have, this makeup is what she is for. That's who she is. That's her point of view as a drag queen. And we're going to see a lot of this interesting makeup, which I'm excited to see. I wonder how this is going to translate into the drag race sphere. But she is definitely going to give us something different, something we don't see often all the time on Drag Race. It's that place where I feel like she's in that place where Ovi, in between where Ovi and Aquarella, and where clown meets horror, kind of in between that kind of mix. Like, you can just mix them all up. It's that for me. And she's alien-esque type of things. She literally says she's an alien fairy. That's her thing on Instagram. So I'm excited to see how she translates all this into Drag Race, but it's definitely going to be something different. So I can't wait to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the makeup is the star of this look. Like, that's what it is, truly. I think the garment is fine. It's a tad bit ill-fitting, and that's kind of the big thing. It looks a little big on her. That might just be this photo. I don't necessarily remember how it looked on her in the video. But I think it's cute. I like the ombre that we do have going on because it's kind of reminiscent of Flower, from like the green at the bottom to getting this like to her being the flower inside of this stem. I think that's a really nice concept. The makeup is everything for me. The garment, it's a little simple. It's not my absolute favorite thing, but I do still think it's a very solid look overall. So, score.
I'm going to give her a 75.
I'm actually going to give her 79.
I'm going to give her an 80 as well, as the last person.
Makeup's great.
Next up, Sarah Logan. What? Am I rooting for her? Yes. Sarah Logan, 35, originally from Portugal.
Okay.
But I believe she said she was living in Brussels. Most of the girls are. So,
yeah. So she's been doing drag for 15 years, she said. And she really is like a cabaret showgirl musical type of drag queen, which I think is going to be very interesting with this cast. Like, I feel like she's going to have her own spot. But I really like what she's wearing. Like, this is kind of giving me like a similar silhouette that I've seen like from Farida Kant, which I am the biggest fan of hers. So if you're reminding me of her, that's a good thing. Yeah, and I thought her personality was really strong too. I think I would have gone with different colors. I'm rarely a fan of this specific yellow. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it by any means. I think she could be an interesting one to watch out for. There's a couple of the more seasoned queens that I think could really lay down the law on this cast. So I'm rooting for them.
Sarah Logan. When you said what you said about being a musical cabaret, I was like, there it is. Makes sense, because that's what I'm seeing in this. But Sarah Logan is very attractive out of drag, I will say. But yeah, these are some.
Well, of course she is. She shares a name with me.
I mean,
Oh, I'm looking it up for myself.
Oh, you accidentally hearted it.
I didn't accidentally do it. I did it on purpose.
Okay.
Oh,
Heart.
yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't mind hearting people. But yeah.
Oh yes.
Look, you're spoiling yourself for the Instagram review that we'll be doing.
I was only focusing on photos out of drag. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a good looking person. But yeah, I think this showgirl musical cabaret says it all. Like that's their drag. It's going to be interesting to see what else they have and what they bring with this. This look I like. I like the simplicity of the white dress, but the pop of color with the big ruffle shoulder thing down. I love that. And I love the yellow accent in the hair. I love the wig. I think this is a good look. I think this is good.
Well, as I do share a name with such an icon, I'm compelled to enjoy her. And thankfully, I do enjoy her a lot. I really like what I've seen so far of Sarah Logan. This is a style of drag and a generation of drag where like she's been doing drag before Drag Race started, and those are the kinds of queens I love. I love seeing the more established queens, the theatrical queens. I think she's gonna, like you said, David, kind of lay down the law a little bit here. I'm very excited. I like this garment. I do agree with you about the colors to an extent. I like the yellow that we have happening here, but I think I want the garment to be another color. Maybe a green, like a pastel green.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Or like a pastel pink. I think one of those. It's a different color palette than what anybody else was doing in this promo, so it does stand out in the group shot. And I love the sort of like big opening effect that we do have with the garment. Or even if this was just like a pure white. I think white with this big dramatic yellow, I think would look good. I don't mind it as is. I just think another color would have made it pop a little bit more.
And I will say it's so refreshing after watching Drag Race 16 to not see a big breastplate there.
Right.
But as far as my score goes, I'm going to give her 79.
I like this. I'm going to give it a 96. 96.
I am going to match your 96.
Lovely.
Yes. Next up, Star.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Mm-hmm.
Twinkle,
Twinkle, twinkle.
Star is 44. Come on, people over 40. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. From Antwerp. And she also is a relation of a former contestant on Drag Race, but not Drag Race Belgique.
Ooh.
She is the drag mother. Lana, I don't believe you are familiar with this queen yet. But David, I know you love you some Cedergine.
Ooh, I do.
She is the drag mother of Cedergine from Drag Race Holland.
Nice. Okay. Well, that makes me even more optimistic. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Star was my favorite personality of the whole group. I thought she was lovely. I really liked her. I think she's super interesting. Like I said, I love a good old school queen, and that's what she is, like personified. She's been doing drag 25 years. So probably more than most of the cast combined.
More than a couple of people have been alive.
Right. She
More
says
than
she's
one person has been alive.
Oh, that's funny. Yep. She says she's inspired by Madonna. She's also just inspired in general by like pop stars of the 80s and 90s. And I completely get that from her. See, like everything I say, Lana's picking up on it. Because when I look at her, you know who I see? You all have to see it too. An 80s iconic pop star.
Cyndi Lauper.
I'm getting Cyndi Lauper for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And you know what? Star just wants to have fun. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about her. And I think even with this look, like she's showing that she's not holding herself into like an old school box. Like she's doing unconventional things with this look. Like the metallic sleeve, I think is super cool and super unexpected with this look. I like the colors. I'm not crazy about like the nude parts. Surprise. But overall, I know, shocker. Overall, I think this is a very solid look. Lana's just so drawn into this Instagram right now. She might be frozen though. I think she's frozen.
So it's my turn. And I thought everything David was saying, I was like, yep. Looking through her Instagram, I was like, yep. Everything she says she is that. She's giving us very pop 80s, 90s icon, like,
Not this.
She is everything that she says she is. The pop star in her and the diva. And I did like her personality the best. Yep. That's all I'm going to say before I cut out again.
Not breaking the fourth wall, Lana.
I'm just saying. I am having technical issues, everyone. And therefore, I'm going to... And I don't even mind this look. I think she looks great. There we go. Done.
Great. I will make my thoughts very quick on Star. I think she's a star. I'm so excited for Star. I love this whole metal arm thing we have going on here. She said Madonna, and I said, yes, I get Madonna meets Pink meets Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
That's what I got from this. I love short hair for a promo. That's such a choice. And I love that she made that choice with this. And I love that we have all the hard elements with all of these soft elements. I'm going to make a David-related comment. I don't think the Nude Illusion is as successful as it could be. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it could be a little bit more successful. And it's only really in the bodice area. So that's all I really care about with it. But I love how strappy it is. I love everything going on with it. I think it's a very strong look.
Agreed.
So,
So I'm gonna give this look overall. I'll give her an 80.
I will give her an 84.
and I will give her an 87, which is probably the number of straps on her body. Next up, La Veuve. La Veuve. 37 from Brussels. Like most of the guests.
Mm-hmm. What I like about La Veuve is that La Veuve is a fully realized character and stayed in character so much through the promo. And I always think it's fun when a queen just like really gives their character. Like I always think back to the moment I first saw Jimbo doing Meet the Queens, and I'm like, who am I watching and why are they so weird? But La Veuve, it means the widow. So she's clearly a widow. And she's really looking forward to acting challenges, which I can totally see based on her personality. She says she uses her natural hair. I'm not sure if that means like always exclusively natural hair, because I wouldn't mind a wig here and there, especially if it like matches with your beard.
I'm wondering if it's like the Sipario effect. That's what I was kind of getting from that comment. I'm like, I wonder if it's something to do with like Sipario and how Sipario always had like the headpiece, or in this case, like this kind of like turban wrap situation. Like, I'm curious if that's the vibe we're getting.
Yep. I'd rather it be Sipario than Joey J, if I'm being honest.
With you.
But yeah, I think this is a very solid promo look. I like I guess those are globes, or they look like globes. I guess they're just dangly balls.
Spheres.
Dangly spheres. Cubes, right?
Cubes. Yes, it is indeed. No, it's a sphere. But
the Dragula reference. But yeah, I'm not blown away by this, but it feels very in character.
Going through the Instagram, I think they're definitely a very character-driven queen. Like, it's very much going to be, the character that they are. They're going to dive fully into that. They had wigs in the Instagram, so it was some wigs, but a lot of head wraps and things of that sort. So maybe she has done some drag where it's just her natural hair and it's just the cut, and it's fine. It's cute. It's still cute. I think they're going to give us a lot of everything, a mixture of everything. But she says she's a cabaret mademoiselle, and so I'm interested to see what she does. As far as this look goes, y'all know I love me some purple, so the purple is always going to be a standout for me. But I think I like the head thing better than I like the dress itself. I like the shoulder things and the slit, but it's still a simple gown. It's cute, but the color tops.
I had to go spoil myself on what this individual looked like out of drag. And now I'm fully convinced that we are the same person. Bitch stole my look because that's what I was planning on wearing today. No, I'm kidding. But there's a lot of similarities in A, the way we look, and B, in the kind of references we pull from. Because as soon as she said theater and cabaret, and with this visual, I was like, well, I'm glad someone's already doing the drag that I would do. Cool, got it. Just halfway across the world. I love this ensemble. I do think the gown is a little simple, but I think it's exaggerated by this lovely like blush pink accent we have going on the chest. All of the boas that kind of look a little bit like loofahs if you look at it, like a loofah string. The dangling spheres, as David is calling them. I think it all works together in a very gorgeous way, and I think the ensemble on a whole is very well done. I'm very excited. Very excited. Scores for La Veuve.
I'm going to give her 73.
I'm going to give her a 70.
I'm going to not be biased here, but I am still going to give her a 92.
Okay.
Because I really, really like the ensemble. The vibe in the ensemble. So, that's that. And last up, Madame Yoko, who is 33, originally from Vietnam, but currently living in Luxembourg City, Luxembourg, making her technically the first Luxembourgish queen to appear on Drag Race.
Okay.
And yes, that is the term for people from Luxembourg.
Okay, you knew what I was about to ask.
100%. Yes, I've become aware of the term Luxembourgish because of Eurovision. And the return of the return of Luxembourg this year. Luxembourgish queen, Luxembourg coming back to the contest, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in the Meet the Queen, she told us she's from Vietnam, and one of my favorite queens is from Vietnam. Maybe not one of my favorite queens, but a queen I really appreciate.
Tiara is one of your favorite queens?
She was one of my favorites from her season, is what I should say.
That's a great clarification.
Yes. But she says that she's a fashion and a comedy queen, and we don't usually see the combination very often. It's like usually you're one or the other. Pick your lane. So I hope she means it. I hope it's true. She loves singing. She gave us some examples of her singing in the Meet the Queen. So she seems fun. She seems like she's definitely going to be a standout personality at the very least in this cast. I do like the look, but there are things I don't like and things that I do like. I'm not crazy about this wig. It just feels a little stringy. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a drag wig to me. So, and I do like the coat, but it just looks like it should be steamed a little bit. Headpiece is great. I like the bodysuit. I don't know that it needs the floral pattern in the front. Actually, the more I'm looking at it, I don't love it. I don't love it as a whole. There's things that work, but not collectively.
So I don't know who this queen is. I looked through her Instagram and I have no idea who she is. I don't know. She does. I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm very confused about who she is as a queen. But that just makes me want to know who she is and interested to see what she does on the show. Her Instagram is kind of all over the place. I will say it's not. It's kind of all over the place, but
she has her fashion days and her comedy days.
it very much it shows that it's just very much all over the place, and I don't know. I don't know who she is, but she makes me want to know. So I'm excited to see who she is. I see what she does on the show. She's an anomaly for me. She's somebody who I'm just like, I don't know. She's a big question mark. But I love the hat. But that's about everything. That's about the only thing I like about this book too. So I'm right there with you, David.
I love a say something hat moment.
Me too. You know me.
That is in fact how I got my tagline: "Say something gay, say something hat day." So I love a big say something hat. The hat is by far the best part of the garment. I do agree with you. Yeah, I don't think this is bad. I don't know if I love all of the stuff happening in the corset area. I think the bodysuit is cute. I think the robe is cute. But I'm not getting, and I guess it kind of tracks with Lana's saying you don't really know what kind of queen she is on her social media because I don't really know what necessarily to expect from her. But I like her personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked her Meet the Queens.
Mm-hmm.
So I am intrigued by Madame Yoko. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to give this look a 62.
I'm going to give it a 57.
Oh, no. I'm going to give her the ensemble on a whole. I'm going to give it a 69.
Mm-hmm. Hi, if you're watching, we like you.
We do like you.
You're lovely. I love your personality, Diva.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what you are on the show. We'll see.
Yeah, very that. But that's our cast.
Yay.
And we're going to do the world's second shortest draft because we did the world's shortest draft over the other day for España All-Stars. Make sure to go check out that in the second of 3 cast assessments that we've done in the last 4 days. Ding. But I have already randomized the draft order.
Ooh.
And I randomized it twice because it is season 2.
For season 2.
And I'm not going to screenshot it because I don't want to expose any more IP addresses on this channel.
I forgot to crop it up.
It's fine. It's not your... Well, it is your fault.
It's my fault.
The process in YouTube took longer than I wanted it to, but it's removed. Don't worry. So the draft order is Lana, me, David.
No.
So
Look at it.
I love that every time I randomize an order, Lana is first, and every time Lana randomizes a list, I'm first. No, that was not intentional, and no, we did not agree to that. But Lana, how much do I need to pay you afterwards?
Just Venmo me.
Gotcha.
See, I have two queens I want the most, and I just know you all are gonna pick them.
I got 1, 2. I want 2, and
I know who I want first.
I know who I.
Lana. Lana.
Yes.
You know what to do.
You know what? I know who I want. And I want Miss Chloe Clarke. Okay. I want Miss Chloe Clarke. Okay. But I know who else I want, and I'm so scared that it's going to be gone by the time it gets back to me. And if it is, I'm going to scream.
Probably. Thank you for not picking my number 1 pick.
No,
Lana.
You're going to pick my number 1. I just know it.
Am I?
Pick yourself.
I am going to pick myself. I'm picking Veuve.
Oh my gosh. I get my top 2 picks. Yay.
If you pick,
I told you, I was like, I feel pretty confident that you're actually going to get your top 2 picks, David.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
I was absolutely picking Veuve. I don't care how she does. I'm picking myself.
Well, I have to pick.
Wait, who's the pick, Logan? I'm sorry.
I picked Veuve.
Yes. I'm going to pick somebody who I think is going to be a standout personality in this cast. Somebody who's going to be a real star. And that's Star.
Yeah.
I think Lana might be frozen again.
Potentially, but we'll move.
But I am going to pick with my second choice.
Oh, okay.
Gabanna.
Damn you.
I don't get any more picks, so.
I understand. I'm going to go with Alvilda.
Earth move.
Earth move, yes. I have this feeling, I have this vibe, I have this energy from her. So I'm going Alvilda. And Lana is angry at these choices. But Lana, your final 2 picks.
I am angry. Oh, I'm angry. I am angry. Because I knew I should have picked her first. I knew it.
Which one?
Gabanna. I should have picked Gabanna. I was like, but I wanted. I knew I just couldn't get everybody who I want. Okay, it's fine. Yep. My 2 picks. I will pick Sarah Logan. And you know, I'm going out and I'm picking Yoko.
Ooh, I thought I was gonna get Yoko.
No, I'm gonna do it because I trust in her and her funny and fashionista self that we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Come on, Logan, be nice to me.
I think you're gonna be fine with who you get.
Okay.
I have faith.
No.
That her mother has prepared her for this.
No.
And I'm taking Loulou Velvet. I have faith that Mademoiselle Boop has prepared her for this, and at the very least, she's going to look good on the runway.
I am thrilled to take Morphae. Yes, I love my team. I love my team.
My team is very burlesque and very theater, and I'm really loving that, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Mine's a little bit of everything.
And Lana went very pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
The pretty team. They're all gorgeous, but
they are.
In review, Team Lana is Chloe Clarke, Sarah Logan, and Madame Yoko. Team Logan is Veuve, Alvilda, and Loulou Velvet. And Team David is Star, Gabanna, Morphae. Literally three of the 4 people with one name. And that is that. We will be back sometime shortly before the premiere of Drag Race Belgique Season 2, which is on February 1st. We'll be back a little bit before that to do our Instagram review video for Drag Race Belgique, judged by me. I'm very excited about it. Because these girls, I think, are going to give some cute looks. I'm excited to see what happens with that. And we'll be back shortly after the premiere of Drag Race Belgique on February 1st to talk all things Drag Race Belgique premiere. So we are also going to be here talking about all of the new franchises that are dropping in February.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited for all 3 of them. And I'm excited for all 4 seasons we're going to get once. But it means we're going to have 5 drag programs a week. And I'm a little overwhelmed by that fact. But we've got 2 weeks to prepare for that. So it'll be good. But we're going to be here covering all of it. We're covering US Season 16. We're covering Drag Den Retribution. We're covering Belgique. We're covering UK versus the World. And we're covering España All-Stars. We've done cast assessments for all 4 of those seasons that haven't happened yet. And we're currently covering Season 16. So make sure to go check out all of that content that we already have going on the channel. And subscribe if you haven't already. If you've made it through an hour of our content, then you clearly like us a little bit.
And we're still covering Dragula, technically.
I don't care about that enough, honestly. But whatever, we're covering Dragula. If you care about Dragula. But yes, make sure to subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notified whenever we drop our videos. And if you want to help us in a monetary fashion, the super thanks button is available down there. And every dollar that you donate goes right back into making this podcast better for y'all. And we greatly appreciate it. But there are several other ways to support us. You can like the video. You can share the video. Do all those lovely things. Subscribe to our other 2 channels for almost all things reality TV and almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. Make sure to follow us on our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We're doing a lot of cute Eurovision content over there. We'll have clips from our videos coming soon. As soon as I pull them. As as it happens. You could also go follow the three of us down below. And as my co-hosts are so menacingly and sneakily showing off the cup mug, make sure to go get your cup mug and all of our other cup merch at the link in the description below. And with all that being said, cheers.
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 Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Oh, yeah, we ate one down.
Yeah, we ate one down.
Purr.
Period.